Okay, Coco says, I have a national branded website with each location page of the services page. I have a national branded website with each location page of the services page. Okay, can I send the bulk of my backlinks to the services page and the link juice will flow to all of my location pages? Yes. And less backlinks on each location page? Yes. And that's a great strategy. That's a great method. I completely changed how I do all my backlinking to sites and how I structure my website specifically based upon what you're asking in your question there. And that's how I do it. I create a service or product or service, what I call a topical silo on the site now, and then a location silo. And I know in traditional silo training, we talk about not cross-linking between silos. I threw that shit out the window. I've done a ton of testing with it. And as long as you're keeping a topical or product or service silo and a location silo, you can cross-link between them and it causes no problems. In fact, it makes your job so much easier as an SEO because you create, again, association, entity association, lever number one. You're creating associations between the products and services, products or services, and the locations through internal links. And then you can build links to the service, product or service pages where the locations are listed, right? And it flows through. And now I'm doing a top-down internal linking structure, scheme, whatever you want to call it. I used to always do a bottom-up where I would always build, like, essentially I would always link from the post level up to the next level up in the silo, and then from there to the next level up. So it was always linking from the lowest point in the site upward. And that's because of the way that I used to syndicate content and use branded or syndication networks and all of that. And we would just hammer syndication networks with bulk kitchen sink spam like no shit. And all we would do is publish blog posts on the money site, which would syndicate out to the branded network. And that would be the bottom up linking approach. That's why I did all of my internal linking that way. But then through a lot of testing over the last 2 years now, I've discovered that it's just, things have changed, right? So that method is no longer my preferred strategy. Instead, now I like to do exactly what I just described, a product or service silo and a location silo. I cross-link between the two. I've got no issues doing that whatsoever. And then it gives you all kinds of different and unique linking opportunities. You can link to the product or service pages with topical links or target or topic anchors and target anchors. So those are keyword-based anchors that can push through to the location pages. Mostly topic anchors at that point. That's keyword only. So product or service keywords without location modifiers. Target anchors are keywords with location modifiers, but you can go broad at the kind of service page levels. And you know, like, anyway, I'm getting too far into the weeds. On the local pages, then you can hit those with branded links or anchors, which I typically recommend first. And then you can hit it with a few target anchors, keyword plus location modifier. But you only need a few of those because you're pushing most of the relevance through backlinks pointed at the service pages with more branded and topic anchors, right? Again, topic anchors are keyword only because now you're pushing power and relevance into the service pages, which will distribute out through the internal links to the location pages. Then the location pages you hit with individual branded anchors and a few, not many, target anchors. And you can see that shit it works really well. And that's part of the reason I started testing that structure was because my links aren't cheap, not like they were when I was buying bulk link spam, which that really turned out not to be cheap. Initially it was, but with bulk link spam, you have to buy so much of it. And you have to constantly, like every month or every couple of months, you have to buy another big bulk spam gig in order to keep replenishing all the links and it just doesn't work as well as it used to. So it ended up being more expensive. So when I started Semantic Links and started using links that cost more to produce, I needed a way to reduce the number of links that I needed in order to move the needle. And so I started testing with site structure and internal linking and looking at other sites that were ranking really well in my own local area. I've talked about Culpeper Home Services, which has been bought out by a FH Fur Plumbing or some shit. They had an amazing site structure that just ranked all over the place. And I studied that son of a bitch for weeks. I'm not kidding. And modeled a lot of my own site structure that I use now from that site, because it was just brilliant. And it gives you so many different ways, targets that you can link to in different ways. So you can push relevance in different parts of the site, either location relevance, topical relevance, a number of things. Again, as I point out here, right? So again, yeah, I agree totally. doing this kind of stuff, plumbing services, you can hit that page right there with topic anchors. So keyword only, product or service, and brand anchors. Always go heaviest on brand, period, flat out. Okay. But then on your individual location pages, you can hit those with brand and some target anchors. Don't, again, sparingly. Because remember, guys, you can also take your tier 1 links, whether they're brand links or even if they're keyword links, it doesn't matter. But you can build target and or topic anchors to those at tier 2 and or tier 3, right? So again, you can push a lot of relevance through a branded anchor. And a branded anchor is a much safer way to link directly to your money site. I don't care where you're linking to your money site. It's a safer way to do it and more appropriate. And again, from all the data, guys, just the literally thousands of search queries that I've now analyzed the backlink profiles of the top 5 ranking competitors for thousands of local search queries by now. I'm not kidding. And the vast majority of the time, it's the top 5 ranked, the average anchor text ratios of the top 5 ranked competitors for whatever search query I'm analyzing is going to have the highest percentage of their anchor text profile in the brand/URL category. And so again, that just makes it so much easier for us as SEOs, because if you're ever in doubt as to what kind of link or anchor text to build directly to the money site, just go with a brand anchor. I don't like to use URL anchors. I've talked about that before. I think anchor text should be descriptive of what it is linking to. So I don't like to use URL anchors. I also don't like to build generic or miscellaneous anchors. I think that's dumb. I really do. If naturally, you should get those in your anchor text profile anyway, through like citations and stuff like that, business directory listings, etc. Less backlinks for each location bid. Yep, that's exactly why I started testing that method, and it works great.